I said it would rain in like, 20 minutes after I left my little motel. And I guess Mother Nature found that funny. Because she was like, no man, you called for rain, I'll give you hail. But seems to have stopped enough for now. Yeah. Impact velocity is just adding all the features. We got song requests, we got commands. Crazy. So yeah, I can go on the commands. It just says to play them. Open up. I don't know if I can do that. Like that'll work great for when I'm like stationary and like when I had the motel stream and stuff like that. And it's chill and we're just chatting, then that would make sense to have song requests going and I can have my laptop going to make that work. But when I'm like out on the road, I can't really have my laptop out and doing stuff, so. But that's kind of what we were thinking, is the song requests would only be when we're not hitchhiking, we're not doing this travel stuff. Yeah. Glad it works like that? Yeah, so actually that's perfect. So I asked this before, what was your favorite country you traveled to? I can't pick one country. I've narrowed it down to 3. And the 3 I picked are because of the experiences I had there. Like if things happen differently, they might not be in my top 3. My 3 are Ireland, Croatia, Japan. Based off my experience hitchhiking there. So, it's the top 3. I guess I can explain that a little bit. I'm just like left it blank. Those are my top 3. That's it. I really liked Ireland. Especially once you got off of the main highways, or out of the cities, onto like small country roads. I'd get picked up so quickly, and the people were so friendly. You like say, "Hi, I'm from Canada," and then they get excited and they want to show you around their town, and all that, which I thought was amazing. And like I ended up with so many places to stay, so much like home cooked food, and. Yeah, it's quick hitchhiking, really friendly people. It was just a great experience. Croatia was because I got picked up by a guy who owned a hotel, restaurant, and a bar on an island called Kirk, K-R-K. And we ended up going there, and he like let me eat at the restaurant for free. He's like, I'll let you stay at the hotel tonight for free. And then come the next day, it got busy at the hotel because a boat of tourists showed up into the town. And I just started helping out drafting beers in the bar, and then I just kind of continued doing that. I kind of work in the bar a bit, help do a few things with the kitchen, and I got as much food as I wanted from the restaurant, as much like beer as I wanted from the bar, and as much and a hotel to sleep in every night. So yeah, Croatia was awesome. Then Japan was some of the coolest, funnest hitchhiking I've ever done. It was also some of the fastest hitchhiking I've ever done. when I'd get to a service station on the side of the highway, which is the best place to hitchhike on the highways in Japan, like I'd get picked up within usually like 5 people driving past, and everyone that didn't pick me up would drive by real slow and like give you the look, like, what are you doing? How's it going, man?
Hey, you having a good day, man?
I am. You? Awesome. So yeah, those are my 3 favorite countries. I also got detained in Japan. Detained by the police. So that was fun. Spent the better part of a day in a highway patrol office near Kobe, Japan. How was navigating Japan without speaking Japanese? You want to visit someday? Definitely recommend visiting. The thing is, things are so much easier to navigate now with the internet, and you don't even need to be connected because your phone has GPS built in. And what I'd used on that trip is an app called Maps.me, maps.me, and you can download the maps of where you're going to be traveling beforehand when you have Wi-Fi, and then when you get to that country, you actually have mapping software, and you don't need data to use it. So you always know where you are. It's like, if you have GPS, you really shouldn't get lost. It tells you exactly where you are and even what direction you're pointing. But yes, I actually, but riding like the metro, like the underground, that was a bit of a different experience because, well, I couldn't read the signs, and my Maps.me doesn't have like, it's not like Google Maps where it has transit kind of searches. It's more just for loading the map itself. It does have driving directions as well to get from point A to point B, but it's a bit more basic. Sorry, this is a lot of walking. We'll get there. Any favorite memorable meals I had? I had, when I was in Japan, I got brought to this this university professor. He studied earthquakes, and his research was with in open water buoys that would as part of the early warning system for tsunami detection. And anyway, he drove me to like this small town, asked if I wanted to overnight in this small little town which used to be a boarding school, and there was some keynote speaker coming by giving some kind of speech about education, I guess. And we hung out there that day, and then there was a dinner and a keynote speech. And it was like it was kind of like potluck. A bunch of people brought their own stuff, and it was like, I don't know, felt authentic because I was in a very rural area of Japan on the southern island. And everyone just kind of brought their own kind of favorite foods and stuff like that. That was a really unique experience. Then I got to give a PowerPoint presentation on myself because he figured everyone at this little keynote speech would be curious what this one white guy's doing there, because I really stood out. I'll show you the picture of the people that were there at some point. There's like a group shot of us. They were great. So that was a really unique like culinary experience because it was just like local people bringing dishes to a little get together pretty much. So that was unique. Like on my round the world trip, I honestly ate the best in Russia because the rubles were really cheap when I was there, and all along the highway there's little like roadside restaurant things that they call, I don't know how they actually pronounce it, but it looks like it's kind of spelled cafe, but it's like K-A-R-D-S looking symbol, like a little circle with a line through it, E, and they're little like home cooked food kind of little restaurants, and it's dirt cheap. So I'd get like a home cooked meal like most days from these little cafe things. I call them cafes, they're probably called something different in Russia. So it was the equivalent of, I think like $4 for like a dinner with drink, like we were talking meat and potatoes and vegetables and stuff like that, like a really hearty meal and a drink. You see, the problem was I couldn't read the menu. So yeah, I did eat like borscht and stuff like that. They have like, I forget how to say it in Russian, but for breakfast they make these like pancakes with like an almost simple syrup. I can't remember how to say it. If Christian was here, he'd know it. He lived in Russia. But like the thing was, like I didn't know how to explore the menu because I couldn't read the menu. I kind of just tried to gesture that I wanted something with meat because I wanted protein because I was hungry all the time. But I did know borscht. So you say that and they know what you're talking about. So I did eat a decent amount of that. So I have had some pretty good borscht. Where am I now? I'm in Lincoln City, Oregon, walking to the south end of town, and I'll be hitchhiking south, trying to get to Coos Bay today. Should buy protein packs. Yeah, actually might be smart. Like we're talking like protein powder kind of stuff. I guess the problem with that is, I don't know if you've made protein shakes, but goddamn, like that sticks onto whatever sort of like container you're putting in it. And I don't have good washing facilities. I just kind of like rinse things out, give it a little spit and rub, and paw it clean. And protein powder, man, that would get caked on hard. And protein bars are expensive. Just so you guys know, we are at the ocean. That's the ocean. Adding carb morning breakfast. Yeah, I usually have a lot of carbs. Usually my diet consists of a lot of breads because they're cheap no matter where you are. Bread's always cheap. At least the cheap bread is cheap. The expensive bread is expensive, but the cheap bread is cheap. What are my favorite foods? I'm a big fan of sushi. Love me some sushi. So Japan was great. I guess, yeah. I did eat quite a bit of sushi when I was there. What else? That's usually my default answer when people ask me what my favorite food is. But I'm trying to give a more descriptive answer rather than just sushi, call it at that. that's a good question too, because that list is a lot smaller. There's very few things I won't eat. I think of things that I actively dislike. I can deal with it, but cilantro has like a weird taste to me. Like from what I've heard, like for some people it tastes like this really rich, fresh taste, and for other people it kind of tastes like soap. To me, it doesn't quite fully taste like soap, but it's getting there. It's soapy. So a little bit cilantro is okay, but if someone's really packed with it, someone doesn't agree with my taste buds. But like, I'm a very non-picky eater, and I feel like that's a good way to do things when you're traveling on an extreme budget, because if someone offers you some food, essentially 100% of the time, I'm going to like accept it and eat it and enjoy it. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's genetic. It's like, you don't get to make that decision. It's not in your head. It's just, for some people it's tastes amazing. For other people it doesn't. I wish it tasted amazing. Yeah, you love cilantro. Yeah, and I've heard it's amazing. And in small quantities, there's like a nice balance of flavors. But past a certain point, it's like, whew, powerful stuff. I used to hate olives. Now I actually like them. Yeah, like growing up I refused to touch an olive. But now I will snack on them. It's kind of gross, but, but they're good. I love that salt. Have you had guacamole or plain avocado? Oh yeah, I like avocado. Oh, at Watkins, sorry. Again, learning how to like integrate with chat. Sometimes I just kind of skim through it and miss that it's being addressed to a specific person. Okay. I like avocado, and that stuff's good for you. It's got a bunch of healthy fats. I think it has some protein in it. It's like a very balanced fruit, because that fat keeps you like satiated. You feel full after you eat it. But it's got to be the right level of ripeness, which is sometimes a pretty narrow time span. Yeah. Ray just said that. Impact saying the same thing. There's a narrow time span where it's like perfect. Favorite dessert? I love me some apple crisp. That was a bad idea to bring that up. When we get to Coos Bay, I might have to go to a grocery store and get me some apple crisp. The problem is, I don't have anything to heat it up in, so I just have to eat it cold. But that's okay. Apple crisp, apple crumble, whatever you want to call it. With a little bit of ice cream or whipped cream. So I never got a... Yeah, cold apple crisp, still apple crisp. Not gonna complain, but the grass is always greener. If you have cold apple crisp, you'd be like, but what if I had warm apple crisp? What if? It could be better. We're just never satisfied. Like when it was hailing on me, I'm like, why is it not raining? That would be so much better. And when it's raining, I'm like, why is it not clear and overcast? That'd be so much better. And when it's overcast, I'm like, why isn't it sunny? That'd be so much better. We're just never happy. And when it's sunny, I'm like, the sun's in my eyes, I can't see the drivers. So I'm like squinting at them. Why isn't it overcast? Oh yeah. Like I said, I eat a lot of sushi in Japan, but I eat even more ramen. And it's such a quick, simple, easy bite. Like, you just walk down any street and there's going to be several ramen shops, and you go in, and it's like a vending machine. You put your money in, and you just push a picture of the ramen you want. It spits out a little receipt. You hand that to the guy working in the kitchen there, and you sit down, and a couple minutes later, there pops out your food. If you don't know the language, you don't have to say a single word, and you'll get exactly what you want. I love ramen in Japan. It's amazing. I guess we're gonna have to go to Japan, guys. We're gonna do a Hitch Live Japan. And they've got good cell reception over there, I've heard. There's several people that live stream over in Japan, so that would be some cool content. Oh yeah, that place in Wales? It's a cool place, right? Perhaps today he is risen. How did you know? That place is almost famous, man, because of its name. I know a few places with weird names. We talked about Dildo, Newfoundland. We talked about weird locations. Legs when he passes Jesus. It's a sign from the divine. I don't know. Is that telling me it's an Oz stream? Well, shit. He's just tuning in being movie. I think I'm being a nice person. Please don't smite me if it's within your powers to do such a thing. I'm gonna grab a quick something from this grocery store here, because I haven't eaten anything today. Good yourself? Okay. Oh.
Being the victor?
It's oh yeah, you saw me. Well, people are watching that right now.
Oh yeah. You're good, man.
Yeah, you too. Have a good one. Just gonna set everything down for 1 second. really difficult when the weather's so variable to keep myself at the right temperature. Because, like I've said before, with my trying to stay clean kind of thing, is my method is to avoid sweating. Yeah. Snickers satisfies. If Snickers is watching, please sponsor me. Snickers is like my guilty travel food. I only eat it when I'm traveling, but I eat quite a few of them while I am traveling, so Snickers satisfies. It's really hard for me to stay the right temperature, because I try to err on the side of just a little bit too cold, and then you don't sweat. But when it's like raining, then not, and then I put rain gear on and it locks me in a bit, so then I sweat. Yeah. I got food for tonight. I've got enough. I've got about a pound of almonds and cookies. It's enough. A pound of almonds is actually a lot of calories. It's probably over 2,000 calories. I'm gonna take this jacket off. Dry this out because it's got a ton of water in it now, so when it starts to rain again, it's gonna be foggy as all hell when I put this back on. So I got food. I don't have good food or tasty food, but I have some food. Kind of screwed this thing up by putting my phone in when it was wet. Inevitably it's going to rain again, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to deal with that, because this is how you guys stay dry. Come on, stream. Keep it together. Don't lag on me now. You must have your food before bed. Yeah, and if it's cold outside, I really and you stay a lot warmer rather than going to bed hungry. So if you are gonna have a cold night out in the woods, yeah, I'm gonna shed my. We're struggling with connection here, so I'm gonna quickly try to finish up. And well, you know, it's sunny again. Wow, what a surprise. You need to hand it out for a bit, Shane. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Yep. Well, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Almost at the end of town here. So we're gonna merge back into a hitchhiking stream pretty quickly here. You guys are probably tired of the walking stream. I want to get my Snickers right. I'm gonna hold up. Hold up. That's some good stuff. I'm gonna try walk-ins. The last two ones I did, and it's my goal going forward to get a picture with everyone. And yeah, post it on Instagram. So even if people miss my stream, they can see who picked me up that day. And now it's sunny. Yep. We're getting like all seasons at once here in Oregon. This is an oyster bar. What's everyone's opinion on oysters? Because that's a food group that people are pretty opinionated on. See? Snickers needs to sponsor me. See what me eating Snickers does? Creates demand for your product. I'm going to show you the town. It's actually kind of cute. Like border looking at my face. Never had them. What it tastes like? It's like nougat, some like peanuts covered in chocolate. I picked them as my travel food because they actually have some protein in them, where a lot of candy bars have nothing. So at least this one has something. Which is why it's my travel food. But as far as describing how it tastes rather, I don't know how to describe it. Oh, oyster. Oh, oysters, yeah. I don't know, it kind of tastes like a bit saltiness. The weird part is the texture, because it's kind of like, I don't even know what an oyster is, but it's like a shellfish. So it's like you open up the shell and it's like so much like a clam and stuff, and it's like some gooey stuff and then more solid kind of middle, but still kind of gooey. So it's a weird texture. But it doesn't taste like that much. Like if you cook it in garlic butter, then it would be like nice and fatty and garlicky, which is delicious. It really depends how you cook them. get a late start to the day though, which tends to happen when I sleep inside in a motel. Because it's hard for me to get out of that nice cozy bed. Falling a foot on Google Earth? Actually, that's pretty cool. I like that. I never thought about that. That's a really cool method of doing it. I just walked past the burger joint. It smells so good. Then they had burgers, fries, and a pop for $7 special. That's pretty premium. Over here is the water's edge, I think, to my right. So I'm almost at the edge of town here, and I'm gonna find out what's around this corner. I think the water's like, yeah, just behind this building here. See it now? Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah, water's edge. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're following right along from Google Maps. That's really cool. I love technology. It's awesome. Actually, right here is where I got dropped off. Whatever that was, 2 days ago. And I walked back into town because I had to figure out some stuff. And now I'm just getting back to where I got dropped off now. Let's take a quick peek at the water, then we'll go hitchhike. To the Pacific Ocean. It's a cool rock formation there, I like that. And there's my highway. That's where I'll be hitchhiking. How's the trip been? It's been pretty good so far. We've had a few hiccups, reception-wise, equipment-wise, to do with the internet. We're still experiencing those, and I'm getting replacement units on Tuesday. But the hitchhiking's been great. I've met some amazing people. This stream actually been really fun. I love being able to stand there hitchhiking and have people can talk to me and ask me questions about it, because it's something I've been passionate about for so long. I like that I can resort. But it had like some leftover pills from some other tenant that stayed there. I don't know how long ago. 2 different white pills and a rose petal behind the bed. So maybe not the cleanest place, but it had a nice bed. You can carry a 3D camera and we can all walk with you in a VR headset. I think, we're doing this in 480p and we're struggling. We'd have to be able to do this in like 1080p, 60 plus frames per second kind of thing before we could do VR. Wouldn't that be a cool thing? You have the VR travel, hitchhike around and have people just join you as you go. It's like all of a sudden beautiful, like blue sky. Love it. Keep it up, Oregon. Keep it up. Seagulls are fighting. Yeah, we'll see. If they develop the cellular network much in the future, then that's something we can do. Tall enough to straddle that without pinching myself. Hoping there's a spot after this bridge before it picks up too much to fast highway speeds. We'll find out soon enough. Take the JCB. What's the JCB? Should I know what the JCB is? Shotgun mic with the dead cat on it to deafen the wind noise. I'm guessing. Oh, okay. Yeah, take that down. How fast do those things go? Like 10 kilometers an hour? Oh my god, is this my hitchhiking spot? This is gorgeous. Oh my, guys. For those of you that don't know, I look for 3 things in a hitchhiking spot. Long line of sight, a wide shoulder to pull over on, and slow traffic. We're just at the edge of a city or town, so it's slow traffic. It's kind of a straight road leading over a bridge, so line of sight's decent. Not amazing, but decent. And then, look at this shoulder! Oh my lord. This is the sexiest hitchhiking pullover spot in the world. Thank you, Oregon. Thank you. Yeah, try the wing cat? Yeah, I'll do that right now. Okay. the dead cat microphone shotgun mic in. Just let me know if you get a bunch of feedback noise, because it sometimes happens based off of where my jetpack is. Do it, and it can sound horrible. But let me know how that sounds. I'm gonna get set up on the road, and we can adjust the audio stuff as needed if things are sketchy. But hopefully it's not too bad. Just gonna get in a bit better position. I think right about here. Amazing. Yeah. Stop bleeding. Thank God. Yeah, I've used it on and off because sometimes it just sounds horrible. Like you'll get feedback noise from the from my microphone. And other times it's amazing. So let's have that. I'm live streaming the process of hitchhiking around America. I'm from Canada. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's been live streamed, so there's people watching. And they can talk to me, I can talk to them. And there's people from all over the world. Right now, the guy talking the most is from Wales. Over in the UK. Sorry, I left you guys. I got a ride. I didn't really have to hitchhike. They were curious what I was doing, and decided to take me. So there you go. Like 1 minute of hitchhiking, and we've got a ride. Sorry, I missed what you guys were saying. Love is in the air? Yeah, 20th anniversary that these guys are on. Awesome.
Or you want to put in the seat next to you?
I'll just sit next to me, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, that's
yep.
fine.
All right. I like this car.
far have you gone today so far?
I started here today. I just walked through. I was in like Lincoln City, so I walked a few kilometers out of town. Ride number 1, ride number 14 on the trip.
This is ride number 14?
On this trip, yeah, to get from Port Angeles down to here.
Wow.
What's your name, just by the way?
Denise?
Denise?
And Scott.
And Scott. Denise and Scott. Well, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So you've never picked up a hitchhiker
Never
before?
in my
No.
life. Nope, this is the first.
Well, I'm proud to be your first. Thanks, guys. And whereabouts are you guys living right now? You said you're just on a drive, right?
Yeah, we live in Vancouver, Washington.
Oh yeah, Vancouver, Washington, yeah.
A little over.
It's really slow and steady, just for fun on like hopping town to town to town to town. Over, this is day 7. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun so far.
Nice.
Vancouver, Washington. I haven't met anyone from Vancouver, Washington, because there's the Vancouver, BC right above
Yeah,
it.
every time you say,
yeah,
if
Vancouver.
we say Vancouver, we have to clarify
you have to clarify,
Washington
yeah.
really quickly, otherwise everybody thinks we're...
And they're so close. It's not like, you got Portland, Maine, and Portland, Oregon. They're on the opposite ends.
Yeah.
So if you're in the East Coast, usually we're talking about Portland, you're talking about Maine. If you're on the West Coast, you're talking about Oregon. But here, they're like just a couple hundred kilometers away. And sorry, I by default go to kilometers.
Oh, I
Canadian
bet.
stuff. But I know I need to be speaking in miles.
It's all good. I do that for super small things because I started doing drone stuff
Oh yeah.
to where everything's millimeter, for all that. So,
Okay. So metric is better for
a little bit.
with conversions and stuff.
Yeah.
Base 10 or whatever. What do you two do up in Vancouver?
We work at the casino.
Casino? Like,
In the center's the Palace Casino.
yeah. Doing what there?
I'm a manager on duty.
Your manager?
And I do auditing.
Auditing, nice. Before I did this, I was an accounting major.
Oh, really?
2 years of my Bachelor of Business Administration, majoring in accounting.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably the first hitchhiking accountant you've met.
What made you decide to do this?
Where I was going to school was in central British Columbia, and all my friends' family and girlfriend at the time were on the coast. And I'd take the Greyhound bus over there like once a month, and it'd take like 6.5 hours on the Greyhound. You can drive it in 3.5. And one time I just said, screw it, I'm going to try hitchhiking. And I got a ride. That's from Kelowna to Vancouver, and I got a ride in 20 minutes right to Vancouver, to the ferry to Vancouver Island, to my friend's front door in Victoria. And since then, it's escalated quickly. I've done it in 25 countries, 700 rides or so, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So
All good experiences on your rides and everything?
yeah, you meet some weird people, but I've never met anyone that meant me any harm or anything.
Yeah.
Weird can be interesting.
Yeah.
Entertaining. Adds a little fun to your day.
I bet.
This must not be the disc golf course thing. Yeah, my buddy said he was walking, but I think it was all hitchhiking and all that kind of what you're doing from West Coast to East Coast.
Yeah.
He was a dealer there and he was like, I'm going to go cross country. Put in my 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I did 2 years of school, started my 3rd year, and then you can withdraw and get your money back within a couple weeks, and I'm like, I really enjoyed my hitchhiking around to the coast in the summer, so I packed my bag and started heading east through Canada, kept going, made it to St. John's, Newfoundland, which is as far east as you can go in North America, let alone Canada. Cape Spear is the furthest eastern point in North America. And then, came back home, planned a larger trip, hitchhiked across Canada, again, around Europe, across Russia, across Japan, and flew home. And, and I've continued to do trips after that one too.
Wow.
Just kind of keep escalating, but I love it. And have either of you ever ended up hitchhiking either voluntarily or because you had to? Car broken down? Anything like that? No.
Nope.
Do you think you would now that I've told you about my experience?
I don't know.
It depends
think
on how
it'd be
far I needed to
interesting
go.
Yeah. It's certainly interesting. And when people bring up the safety factor on this trip, I feel like I'm being kept even safer by this this thing I've got here, because this is live, and I have to ask people if they're okay with that, like being recorded before I get into a car with them.
Yeah.
And if someone had any malintent, they wouldn't want that.
Exactly.
They-
That'd
they
be,
turn
that
down the
would
ride.
be like,
Yeah.
no.
So this is probably the safest trip I've ever done, as far as like a person needing me malintent. But I'm convinced the most dangerous part of hitchhiking is driving itself and just interacting with traffic, because I walk along the roadside a lot.
Yeah. That'd be the scary part. Is you see there's,
Sometimes there's no place to walk.
Yeah,
that would
You
be,
have a
yeah.
couple inches and that's it.
yeah.
So is this the first one that you've done live?
First trip I've done live, and I couldn't even test it beforehand because data options in Canada are very limited. But I was managed to get like an unlimited Verizon plan here, because I used 30 gigabytes in 6 days of data.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't do that in Canada. So I just showed up in Port Angeles, and that was the first time ever being live, ever doing anything like that. And there's been some, problems we run into, but that's the best way to learn how to do something, is to just kind of dive in and do it.
Suggestion, I know
Yeah.
you can hook up Twitch to YouTube
Yeah.
to where you can go across multiple platforms at the same time.
Yeah, you can do that. And to start with, I think I'm allowed to. I just met affiliate ranking with Twitch,
Nice.
and I think it's either Twitch or affiliate or partner, where you whatever you stream on Twitch has to stay on Twitch for 24 hours. Then you can do with it what you want.
Well,
I think that's the rule.
how much do you YouTube?
I've never uploaded on YouTube or anything.
Well, I mean, have you watched other
Yeah,
people's
I watch
YouTubes?
YouTube. Yeah.
Let me look up the guy.
Okay. I've got people in chat talking about this. You need 100 followers on YouTube, ask them to follow you. And then someone else says he thinks he means restream.io. You can stream to both platforms at the same time.
Think Media
Think Media.
is the guy that I was watching, I want to say like a week or two ago,
Yeah.
that was talking exactly about doing Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's
I
something
don't know
could
all
do.
the stuff because I barely, I YouTube
Yeah.
a little bit, but not.
Okay. Do you want to tell the people your channel? See if they can check you out.
Oh, my channel?
Yeah.
Tazzy FPV.
Tazzy FPV.
Yep.
Tazzy FPV. Check out his YouTube channel.
I just do like I've done drone footage,
Yeah.
and I did like a little picture thing for, like, we went to the Winston Wildlife Safari,
Yeah.
and Comic-Con was the last one I did for pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. People are telling me I need a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube before I can stream on there at all. But then, yeah, maybe I could do the double thing. But maybe I'll start uploading some hitchhiking videos onto there. The problem is I have to stream at a rather low resolution and bitrate on here because I'm in rural areas. It can't be HD or anything like that.
Yeah.
So YouTube in general is a very high quality video quality kind of. Oh yeah. One cool crab. Is that with a T, Tazzy?
Yes.
Yeah, Tazzy with a T. I think one of the persons looked you up. Yeah, I think they found you. Not that there's that many people watching, right? I've only had 5 people watching. I've had up to 30 at any one time. And then usually we get going, we lose connection, the stream drops, and then you pick them back up later on along. So it's a learning process as far as how to network this thing. Yeah.
What kind of camera is it that you're streaming on?
This is a cell phone, and it's just an LG G4.
Oh,
this is generations old. I need to upgrade it, and I want something waterproof because it's been raining the whole time I've been here. Wow, that's beautiful here. Oh, my friend from Canada's apparently subscribed to your channel. So.
Nice, thanks.
Yeah. Oh, 2 people sub.
Nice.
Watkins and Spooky Bong subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, I'll have to check you out on Twitch.
Yeah, for sure. Check it out.
And follow the rest of his journey.
Yeah.
And I think the people in chat would be. I really like, because I've had one driver come back into the channel and talk in chat, and I find it kind of exciting because usually it's just people on Twitch that will find your channel, but when you get someone outside of that like directly enters that pick me up hitchhiking, like they got to see you guys pick me up, and we kind of have a quick kind of interaction. If you come back, then you can kind of be a part of the community for a little bit and like talk to the people in chat because they probably have questions that they never got to ask you and stuff like that.
Oh, I'll sub to you on Twitch.
Yeah, awesome.
Sent a picture of the car to tell your daughter to get on. I'm like, we picked him up. Oh, check him out. I don't know if we did though.
I hope this so far has been a good first experience as far as picking up hitchhikers. Yeah. Is this your music from your phone or?
Yeah, I'm streaming on Spotify.
On Spotify? I like Pearl Jam. Good choice.
I love Pearl Jam.
Yeah. You guys ever gone up to Canada and checked
No,
it out?
actually, I've
No?
wanted to very bad.
Back, like, it's really cool to see them again down the road, like after trips and stuff like that.
We definitely want to plan a trip there.
Yeah.
We keep talking about it.
Do some photography.